Islam Makhachev vows to shut down all doubts and destroy Arman Tsarukyan at UFC 311. Islam Makhachev is set to face Arman Tsarukyan in a highly anticipated rematch at UFC 311 on January 19th. This fight marks his fourth defense of the lightweight championship, and Makhachev has made it clear that he wants to silence any doubts surrounding his victory over Tsarukyan in 2019. Back then, Makhachev won the fight, but now, after gaining more experience and insight into Tsarukyan's abilities, he is determined to prove that he is the undisputed champion. Their first encounter in 2019 took place under unusual circumstances. Arman Tsarukyan had only 5 days' notice for the fight and wasn't even signed to the UFC at the time. The only reason the fight happened was that the event was held in Russia, making Makhachev, as the local favorite, a natural opponent for Tsarukyan. At that point, Makhachev undervalued his opponent, believing that Tsarukyan had not earned enough recognition. I might have underestimated him because it was a rushed fight and no one really knew who he was. He didn't have a name, and I hadn't watched him fight before. Arman did well in that match, but I want to end all questions this time, Makhachev admitted. Despite the last-minute preparation, Arman Tsarukyan gave Islam Makhachev a run for his money, pushing him to the limits. It was a challenging contest, and the fact that Tsarukyan had little preparation only made his performance more remarkable. However, Makhachev is now more prepared than ever. In a similar fashion, Alexander Volkanovski had a strong showing in his first fight against Makhachev. But in their rematch, Makhachev decisively ended the contest with a first-round knockout. The lesson from that fight has only boosted Makhachev's confidence, and he is now ready to bring the same level of dominance against Tsarukyan. With the Volkanovski rematch, I told everyone that we had to close the chapter and end all the questions. That's why, in the second fight, I will look for the finish and silence everyone, Makhachev explained. Honestly, I like the second fight. I don't usually prefer rematches, but when I fight someone again, I know exactly what they can do, and I won't be surprised. Islam Makhachev is known for his tactical approach, and with his additional experience, he believes he is ready to handle any situation Tsarukyan throws at him. He has carefully studied his opponent's growth and is confident in his ability to neutralize Arman's advances. Charles Oliveira nearly finished him every round with guillotines and triangle chokes. So, I know I have more opportunities to win, Makhachev said. A win at UFC 311 would solidify Makhachev's legacy, securing his fourth consecutive title defense and further cementing his place as one of the greatest lightweights in UFC history. Defeating a tough opponent like Arman Tsarukyan will not only solidify Makhachev's place at the top, but also set him apart as the definitive champion in his division.